we should have, after all this, number 2 show up on our digital display. That's been transmitted by unencoding it from a de-encoder into a display system that's pretty much a television at this point. That's been transmitted by a flying machine from the ground. Number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2. That's what I want to see. Copper blocks are awesome. No, awesome's not good enough. They're great. Not great, better. They're amazing. Let me show you. So computers, you probably know them as things that exist in ones and zeros. What the case actually is that a 1 represents on, a 0 represents off, and obviously a 1 represents on. So this is actually how computers work. Computers aren't anything more than a bunch of switches that turn on and off constantly. And we can use this now in Minecraft to go completely insane. Let's have a look. So basically what we have here is a truth table. So you're probably thinking that this is some sort of crazy idea. This is not. We've been using this for, well, a couple hundred years. So what this is basically, let's say for instance, this is a number of different combinations that we could have these blocks in. So if we had 4 blocks, then we could have the first one on, we could have the second one on, the third one on, the fourth one on. We could alternatively have 2 on, we could have these 2 on, we could have these 2 on, we could have those 2 on, those 2 on, those 2 on. In fact, we could have 3 on, we could have 4 on, we could have many different combinations, but what they basically are is 4 blocks and all the different combinations of how we can have things. And that's basically as much as you need to know about computer science for the episode. So all that we need to do is design a way to have 4 blocks be able to move from one place to another and transmit different signals and information. And what's my favorite way of moving blocks? Well, flying machines, of course. So let's build a basic flying machine and see what we can come up with. So to put it simply, this is getting pretty nuts pretty quickly. So what we're talking about is transmitting signals from one place to another using flying machines and these brand new copper bulbs. This is pretty epic stuff. Where's my flying machine gone? No, come back. So to start off with, all we need to do is put a signal into these 4 blocks. Now, all that we have to do is add a little bit of love dust. I don't mean love dust, I mean redstone dust. That's a terrible name. Actually, that could be taken much worse. Oh, this video is gonna get demonetized, isn't it? Okay, next thing that we're gonna need is some color. So let's add in a few colorful blocks like this. Okay, so what we're setting up now is actually an encoder setup. So this is going to be basically taking a simple input like a button press, and then it's going to be converting this so that we have it go into the 4 blocks with those different sort of signals that we have. It will make sense in a few seconds, trust me. So we want the first one, which is 0, to be the first one on and the rest of them off. We can do this nice and easy. So how we're going to do this, we're going to grab ourselves a redstone torch, just like this, have the first one done like that, and that's it. Easy as pie. Nothing too crazy so far. The second one is going to be the second one on, third one's going to be the third one, fourth one's going to be the fourth one. Okay, so let's go to the orange. That will be this one, the yellow will be this one, and this one will be that one. Nice and easy. So from here, we have the first 2. That's going to be our next one, which is down here. So those 2. Then the next one from here will be the first and the third one for number whatever that is. It doesn't really matter what number it is. We're just making sure that we actually have things in the correct order at the moment. So that should be first and third. Okay, and once we've got a bit of the redstone dust on each of the lines, we just need to reverse this signal, which is just a matter of adding a redstone torch to each of these ones, which should basically power the lines above, which then in turn turns off the torches. Nice and easy. So from here, basically, our encoding system is now all operational. Oh man, this took way too long for me to figure out how to make this circuit. We've got all the lights turned off at the moment. Not a problem. If this one was turned on, the flying machine goes up, it comes back down, sends an observer pulse down to here. If we had the observer pulse go through, it turns only off that one light and the rest of them are okay, resetting the entire system. Fantastic. Okay, I finally got it. Okay, so now if we were to try again, let's say number 1 this time, and let's say it went and flew off. Now it's all good, all happy, everything's fine. We make it fly back down and it's all happy, and that doesn't work. Oh my god. No. Okay, we'll try button number 2, which programs number 2, which is good. It makes it fly off. Number 2 is still on, which means that if we send it back down, then number 2 gets deactivated. It resets itself. Now it's good. Yes! Some days. What if we were to try number 7? Number 7's active. Easy as pie. Now we try this. It goes up. That doesn't have the signal anymore. Why? Don't do this to me, Minecraft. I'm your friend. It's all good there. For the encoder, not a problem. It's set up there, all fine. Everything's happy. We send it up and it's all good. Not a problem. The button's still pressed, which is okay. Now, we just need to send it down, get depowered, send the signal through, break it, yes, done. Okay, now let's try a different number. Let's try number 7 again. Number 7's not doing anything. Why is number 7 not doing anything? Oh, that's why. It's running out of signal strength. Oh, righty then. That's a problem. Number 7 is working. Excellent. Now, sending the flying machine off. It still has that encoding, which is what we want. And now, let's have a look. That's still turned on, which is what we want. If we were to send it back down, then it loses its coding, resets the system. Yes! Ah, my hand. I got too excited. So if we had something like 8, then we could do something a little bit like this, and that should look like the number 8. Yes, this doesn't work at all. Oh my lord. Who invented this? Okay, who invented this? Seriously, who invented this system? You're a madman. Just crazy. I mean, this is coming from a crazy man. I don't want to do this. You're about to see how bad this is going to get. This is literally reinventing the computer inside Minecraft, and it's not going to be pretty, and it's not going to be fun. Well, at least not fun for me. I mean, if you enjoy watching me suffer in absolute pain, in mental stress, yeah, it's going to be fantastic for you. For everyone else, not so much fun. Okay, so picking up my mistake. Quite simply, I had built the entire thing, or the de-encoder, completely backwards. So it just meant destroying the entire thing that I did before and rebuilding it in the correct way. Isn't redstone fun? Okay, so now hopefully what we can do is just make a modified de-encoder that instead of turning exactly into the signal that we started with, instead it turns into that sort of signal that we need for that thing. This shouldn't be hard at all. This should be nice and easy. Oh, right, I forgot the redstone dust. Okay, there we go. So now that one's the only one that's turned off. So what should happen is that for the moment, all of them should be turned off except for that one. And then we can just reverse that signal by having a redstone torch only on that one. And so that will basically mean that that's the one that we want to be not, well, turned on there, but turned off here, if that makes sense. That, and then the final one will just be the last two, which is that one and that one. So I can go bap, 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 bap. Now that should mean that we only have the third one on, because that's the signal that we got given from here initially. Okay, now we just need to relay this into a display controller for this. What even is this? This is just madness. It's just terrible. I don't want to do this. Just a question. Does it come across that I'm slightly unhinged at this point? I think that it might just have that bit of a feeling that I'm starting to lose it. I mean, I've had to do this in real life, but doing this in Minecraft is a whole different kettle of fish. So much redstone in this. Make it stop. Make it stop. You know, if someone asked me what I was going to be doing this week, reverse engineering television screens was not my first choice. Oh my lord. I have to hook this up. No, I don't want to do this. Oh, I've forgotten some redstone dust down here. I better make sure I fill it in, otherwise the whole thing breaks. And I've also just realized that I need to also add in extra feeders, because it's not going to go that long. This is just a quagmire of hell. I don't like this. And then that connects up to there. Nice. Nice. That doesn't look at all janky. That looks wonderful. I'm not losing this. My god, what is this mess? This is horrible. This is just a nightmare. Oh, I feel so sorry for the person that has to hook this all in. Oh wait, that's me. That is me. Don't you dare. Don't you even dare. No, go. Just go. Out. Get. I swear, you touch something, you're in trouble. I won't end you. I will make you live forever. Don't mess with me. Okay, so we've got the flying machine down. So let's try number 2. 2 is programmed. For the moment, we'll just manually fire the flying machine. That's okay. It's not about operating flying machines automatically, but for the moment, that's okay. So when we get up here, we should have, after all this, number 2 show up on our digital display. That's been transmitted by unencoding it from a de-encoder into a display system that's pretty much a television at this point. That's been transmitted by a flying machine from the ground. Okay, number two. I can't say it anymore. Number two. Yes. That's what I want to see. Now, when this gets to the ground, this should now depower itself automatically. That light should turn off automatically as well. It should be all grand. It should be lovely, and let's wait for this to come down. Okay, here we go. So that should be cleared when it gets to the bottom, and it should depower this, which it does. Okay, let's try number 6. Number 6 is all powered up. Let's chuck it on the flying machine. Okay, here we go, and yes! This is so ridiculous. This is basically a television screen at this point. Okay, albeit a television screen that's basically relaying information through flying machines, but still it's basically a television machine. These are amazing to have on flying machines. It's just insane. I can't believe that you can transmit this much information just through a flying machine now. I want to stress to you how much of a game changer this actually is. Think of it this way. Say for instance, you had your auto harvester going off and basically harvesting a whole bunch of bamboo or kelp or something like that. What if that flying machine also contained a code that basically told a different farm at the end of that track to operate or to not operate? Think of how crazy this is. And it's all because of our encoding that we have in 4 simple bulbs and 8. There we go. Oh my lord, I do not get sick of this. And this should come up with a number 9, as everything else has worked out quite well. And here we go. Number 9. That is cool. At this point, what we're doing is literally transmitting data through a flying machine. And sure, we can do it with sculpt sensors, things like that. But this is a little bit different because we don't have to have relay stations. We just have to have a flying machine, a single flying machine. And it now contains complex information about what we want it to do. Redstone in the next update is going to be off the chain, completely mad. So hope you like the video, guys. Like, lickle and subscribble and all that sort of jazz that people normally say at the end of these things. And I'll catch you in the next one. Well, download in the description below, and catch you later, guys. This is insane, but I love it so much. Thank you, Mojang. I haven't been this excited in Minecraft in a long time, and this is definitely an excitement point.